Once that Virgo has figured out a template that works, they can duplicate it and do it over and over again. So that brings me, because I'm a sixth line and I'm always going to look at the big perspective, that brings me to your life as a template. What is your life a template for? When you look at how you've organized your everyday life, because your life is a crystallization of moment plus a moment, plus a moment, plus a moment. Your everyday life crystallizes into what is your life? What is your reality? What is your legacy that we're going to see once you leave? So your template for life, what are your template for? Because I believe that with this ability for this month of Virgo to organize ourselves, to decide what is it that I want to master with the versatility of this energy, so that my life, in my case, can become a template for a new paradigm. That is what I care about. Whatever lives bring to me, instead of saying I have to, I should, all these things, I say, okay, thank you for bringing this to the table. It's not always an easy thing to stomach. Gate 40 again. There can be a lot of things to stomach here. But how can I, in my response to life and whatever is on my path, how can I be a template for a new paradigm? Through the alchemy of me, through the alchemy of how I'm responding, how I'm digesting, how I'm taking care of myself, how I'm organizing my everyday life. And that is such an amazing reclamation of our power. We're not powerless. In every moment, we have the choice if we're going to respond in a low, contracted, controlling frequency, or if we're going to not only trust life, but know that everything is happening for us. And everything is this chance, opportunity to come into more awareness and deeper embodiment. More awareness and deeper embodiment. And that is going back to this whole axis of spirit and body. In Virgo, we have that meeting point. They want to meet. The body and spirit want to meet. And again, the best way for them to do that is to become the seat of the soul. So that your body, your being, feels so safe, so there is nowhere else that the soul wants to disassociate. The soul is home in the body, so that spirit can dance with her, can breathe her, can meet her. And then the heart gets to be that meeting point for soul and spirit. It's not rocket science. Nothing of this is rocket science. And Virgo is just bringing one perspective in how can we become that template for a new paradigm? How can we embody the sixth line reality? And it is by role modeling. It's going to look very different and very unique for each one of us. But in your life, with what you have right now, in your little piece of mutable earth that is your everyday, and the relationships that are there, how can you set up and organize so that you have the chance to embody the new template for humanity? What is the new paradigm that you stand for? What do you choose in every moment to do? Are you finding a better way? This is a month of solutions. We have 2 new moons. So if you don't get it at the first one in 0 degrees Virgo, you have a second chance, which is in the very last degree. Either you're doing it as we're going into gate 59, because you are already able to create a deeper intimacy with yourself and with others. So if you're a relational person, the 59 is amazing. And otherwise, you wait all the way to the 6, where there has become so much imbalance, so much inner conflict, so much outer conflict, so much misunderstanding, that the only way is to let go of all of it and come back to the peace on the inside. That is the second new moon. So you choose. Do you want to have 4 more weeks of struggle, or do you want to do it right now? Are you ready to come into the intimacy of yourself? Are you ready to come into these calls with an open heart, where you are actually contributing your own alchemy to the group field of this awakening? Because if you aren't, you're still half-hearted, and that is what we can see in what's the risk here with this archetype through the I Ching braid with the Jinkies.